Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think it's time. I think it's time we talk about Spider-Man. You know, who doesn't like Spider-Man? Everybody likes Spider-Man. If you don't like Spider-Man, you're probably not like American. You're probably like a communist or something. Anyway, we're gonna talk Spider-Man games and all the Spider-Man games I played because I played a lot of them. So let's just get started with this. First Spider-Man game I probably played was Spider-Man. Just Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1. Because PlayStation 1 was basically one of my first systems. It was that or the NES? One of them. Anyway. And back in the day, even today it still holds up. It was fucking awesome. It was so like, that was before, Marvel became a entity and, wanted to fuck up everything in comics with the movies, but that's just a side tangent about the MCU. This is when all of the material is just based off the comics. It for the time, it was very, very, it was ahead of its time almost. It was 3D Spider-Man. You could climb walls, you could swing, you could web people up. They had all the baddies, the Scorpions, the Venoms. And also Enter Electro, the sequel. Great one too. And like the costumes and everything. So much fan service. So much fucking fan service. And you didn't have to worry about, fucking... Oh, no, never mind. I said I'm not going to talk about the MCU. Sorry, I have a lot of gripes. Then, I grew up. I took a little Spider-Man hiatus. I'm not going to lie. It took me a little bit to get into comics more. Who doesn't love Spider-Man? But I'm talking like, well, let's say when the first movie came out, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, the Spider-Man I grew up with, the best Spider-Man. Actually, Andrew Garfield I think is better, but again, side tangent. Andrew Garfield was really good. It just sucks that he was in like not good movies, because like if he was like Spider-Man but he was in like a better fucking directed movie, he would be great. He's the GOAT. Anyway, so then I played Spider-Man for the PlayStation 2 based off the movie. And again, this is back when video games and movie tie-ins, they would add a lot more cool shit, like stuff that wasn't in the movie, but like stuff that kind of like was canon in a way. They'd make their own movie versions of like characters that didn't even exist in the movie. Awesome. It still was early web swinging, so you hit the one button, you swing around. But graphics a lot better. I remember this fucking cheat that I used to obsess over, where you could put in this code and you play as Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin. You just fucking shoot people. It was awesome. But that's not it. Now we got to talk about the big papa, Spider-Man 2 for the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, probably. Everybody knows Spider-Man 2 is the best Spider-Man game. The web singing still holds up to this fucking day. I don't know what they did with that game. Fucking New York looks fucking great. It's one of my favorite New Yorks in video games. You just fucking swing around, you save people. It's the best Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 2. You got the Doc Ock, and they add all the extra characters that weren't in the fucking movie, like Shocker, Mysterio, Vulture, and all that shit. It was awesome. I cannot say enough positive things about Spider-Man 2. I've been thinking about playing it again. It's a great game. It really captures everything about, like, what you wanted it to be like for a Spider-Man. You felt like Spider-Man. After that, then 3 came out. I specifically got Spider-Man 3 for the Wii, even though probably the Xbox version is probably a bit superior, just for the fact that I could use the fucking Wii remotes and look like a retard and swing around like I'm fucking Spider-Man. And I'd said it wasn't that good. It was definitely a step down. I don't know what they did, why they didn't use like the same like web swinging mechanics as 2, but they didn't, and it kind of suffered for that. But it was passable. It was as passable as the fucking movie it's based off of. What else did I play after that? I think I might have took a little Spidey hiatus, but so did the video games. No, I lie. They always come up with Spider-Man. So Web of Shadows. Let's just get that out of the way. Web of Shadows is awesome as well. Many consider it the best Spider-Man game. It's definitely up there. Two is better for me, but the combat in that game, the story was awesome. You could make your own decisions. Really, really fucking cool shit they did. Wolverine turning into fucking Venom. I obviously was bad Spider-Man, so I just never took the symbiote off, and I just made all the evil decisions, like, because I wanted to make Spider-Man a bad boy. Web of Shadows, classic. Classic. Did I play? I didn't play Shattered Dimensions. I didn't play Friend or Foe. I think I definitely took a long Spider-Man break for a while. I mean, I knew about the games coming out, but I guess I just wasn't really into them. Probably the last part, probably after Web of Shadows. Probably the next one I actually picked up was fucking Marvel's Spider-Man on the PS4, which was, I can't deny. The original Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4 was great. They definitely took inspiration from 2. Still, I think the web swinging is not as good, but it's as 2, but it's still very, very good. Like, it's, it's almost a tie. I just like the kind of the double webs you could do in 2. Can you do it in the PS4 version? I don't know. Fucking cops and their fucking sirens. But yeah, the story was really, 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 really interesting. Really good. It's when they get into the newer age of comics. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Miles. I liked him though as a more of a supporting character. I didn't play Miles Morales, but let's just get to the next one, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 fucking sucked. I'm gonna say it. It's controversial. Don't give a fuck. It was gameplay wise, yes, it was fucking great. Especially having the symbiote suit, but that's another gripe. The fucking story in that game is, they must have been huffing some glue or shit, or I don't know, because it was just such a step back. Again, I like Miles, he's great, but having 2 Spider-Mans, and they're like, oh, Spider-Man, like, they're both called Spider-Man. Like, I hate that. Why couldn't Miles be called Tarantula Man or some shit? I don't know. But, like, it just fucking ruins. It doesn't ruin it, I guess, but it makes it so annoying when they're just like, oh, it's Spider-Man, oh, it's Spider-Man. They're both Spider-Man. That's stupid. Don't like Harry Osborn being Venom. I don't even remember. I don't even think that's a concept. It might be like in an Elseworld, not an Elseworld. What do they call what ifs? I don't know. I've never heard of Harry being Venom. Maybe in a other story, but I don't think it's really been done. And it does not work. It does not fucking work at all. Harry is a villain. That's fine and all, but he has to be, I would say, the Green Goblin, or at least the Hobgoblin, even though it's not the fucking same thing. I mean, really, I could make this whole fucking video about how much Spider-Man 2 I thought was a fucking train wreck. I'm pretty sure they had Sweet Baby Inc. working on it too, so that definitely shows. And the ending of that shit really was not good. Like, so what, is Peter fucking retiring? Like, I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, you should have had like, with the first one, what they did with Doc Ock, that was great. That was a great fucking story. Doc Ock, fucking, everybody loves Doc Ock. And it was put together really good, like a sympathetic villain. And that's the whole fucking point of Eddie Brock. He almost becomes like sympathetic, Even like fucking Spider-Man 3 is a train wreck of a movie that game is. At least they got fucking Eddie Brock kind of similar, you know. He wants to be a fucking photographer, better photographer than Peter. He feels fucked over by Peter. He gets the Venom suit. The Venom suit's pissed at Peter because he abandoned him. Venom's pissed at Peter. And it just works. It just fucking works. And they could have did something really cool. But they didn't. They used Harry. And Harry is not good like that. I'm sorry. He's not good. It just... Yeah, I could talk all day about Spider-Man. And the fact that they fucked up no DLC, like they're fucking assholes. Like they just fucking canceled that shit. Like, fucking Sony. You know? Sony's one of those companies that go downhill real quick. But yeah, that's... Sorry about my tangent about Spider-Man 2, but yeah. Anyway, what's your guys' favorite Spider-Man? Let me know in the comments. Peace and love. We suck at speedrunning.